Hi everybody, Rob Swanson, Art of Discovery Glossary, Part 5, letters S through V. The reason for this glossary and the reason for talking about it on video is to underscore the point that there is much going on when discussion is in play and when communication is happening. Certainly not all 80 words are applicable in any one discussion, but given time, these things have a role, and we want to be very familiar with them. These dictionary definitions, by the way, coming mostly from dictionary.com. I am recommending that as you listen to these and go back to listen over them, to do so with your print copy so you can be adding your own thoughts and your own additions too. Ultimately, it's not important for you to get my glossary, but to have your own and to have something that you find valuable in working. So by all means, make it your own. And feel free to add words. This is certainly not a complete set. But I will continue with this set with the word snub, to ignore with disdain or rejection. From the Middle English word to scold, snubbing, happens frequently. It is never appropriate. Never appropriate. You say, well, what if you see somebody you don't want to see? You don't want to talk to them. I'd like to think there is a way of politely greeting and moving on, but snubbing, no. Pretending you didn't see somebody, no. That's not in the world of the person who is doing discussion. I remember one time I saw a friend I hadn't seen for a while, and he kind of snubbed me at the store. He said, hey, how are you? Just kept on moving. He didn't want to talk. Okay, he didn't want to talk. Well, I found out he had cancer, and he died in just a few months. And he didn't want to talk about that. So you never know when people snub you. They may just have something that they just don't want you to ferret out, and you might be pretty perceptive at that. So when you feel as though you need to not talk to somebody, be polite about it and know that snubbing is going to happen. When it happens, don't be alarmed or surprised. Speaking, communicating vocally. I think I've already referred to this in previous words, but this is just an amazing capacity that we have to translate thoughts in our mind to other people. Bats have echolocation. We have verbal communication. It is just amazing, and we want to be good stewards of our ability to speak. Talking is a very similar word. Expressing with words. Interesting to me is the fact that it comes from the Middle English word tale. So when people are talking, it's just not information loaded. It is telling a story. It is a narrative. We are talking. We're moving along, hopefully with interest. Speaking plus. Trigger. A reminder of a previous trauma resulting in an emotional reaction, from the Dutch word to pull, to trigger. There are topics or words that trigger you into reaction, response, strong words, rebuff, correction. I'm not going to let them say that without putting them in their place or saying, I don't agree with that, all things that emote emotion out of us. These are triggers. Regarding this subject, I would simply say we need to get a grip and do the best we can to be triggered by nothing. And if we are triggered, that we're controlling it and we're managing it well. The most common trigger I know today is just say this one single word. Just say the word Trump. Oh, he's a bully. Oh, he's draining the swamp. People are triggered. Let's take a deep breath and back up. Tone. Any sound with reference to its quality, strength, or source. From the Latin word to stretch or to strain. I think tone is legitimate. It's not an insignificant factor here. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. And I think I think I want to be a person who does give attention to my tone. It communicates as much as my words do. And I never want to say, but listen to my words, not my tone. No, they're going to pick up my tone. So I want to be aware of that. Trivialize, causing to appear unimportant. Interestingly, from a word that means three roads, three veils, you can take off and you go anywhere you want. I don't care. You just trivialize it. You just, hey, take off. It's very dismissive. It's disrespectful, and it presents poorly. Understand, to perceive the meaning. Know that this word understand is made up of two words, understand, which means that there's got to be something under the reality that's being communicated. There's some footing, there's some foundation. Do we understand exactly what that is, or precisely what that is? Who is good at understanding? People who give the person or the subject matter some time. I don't think there are any shortcuts. Venting, to relieve pressure, to discharge. Quite obviously, comes from the Latin word wind. When you are venting, language may be of no more significance than that. Good question, discussion question. When is venting permissible? How long should a vent be? Like I say, it's worthy of discussion. It's a reality. Be neither surprised nor alarmed when you are the subject of someone's venting. But don't be that person yourself who's doing it. Visit. I'm going old school with this word, visit. A short time with others for reasons of sociability. That's what people used to do in the old days, huh? No, this is part of our makeup, part of our design. We never want to outgrow visiting. We never want to become too tech savvy that we just need to click yes or no or visit a page, but need to move our feet and go actually see some people. All right, that's going to wrap it up. The 5 videos of the Art of Discussion Glossary. This video version of it is annotated with comments and embellished a bit. Embellish it yourself, please. We'd love to hear what you say. And remember, in our class time, it's always fair game, and we'd love to hear any additional comments that you have about the significance of any of these terms. So, we'll see you this coming week. Thanks for tuning in.